We'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Yes, I'm putting this camera in your face once again.
Donnie's been doing this camera in the face since the go ahead, Donnie.
Since 1999.
I love it.
They didn't even have camera phones then, did they?
No, you used to. I remember the camera, digital camera.
Oh, the digital joint. I had a bunch of them.
That's when I met you. I met you in 2000.
2000. And now it's 2000.
Oh, Lord, Anthony Kennedy's here. Readers, anyone?
So, Mark, we down here for this holiday affair. What's the deal?
So, Donnie, you always encouraged me to be more entrepreneurial. And so now that I'm on television every day, and I'm actually watching businesses, people pitch products, I'm interviewing them, I'm like, Lord Jesus, come on, Marc Clarke Media. Anthony Kennedy's been in my ear for so long. And, people like us in media, Olivia Fox, I think we basically we were conditioned to be the talent and not really think about building our own platform. Right, Olivia? Like, people ask us, I've been with Olivia Fox since 1986. People would ask us, do you want to own your radio station? We'd be like, not really. And so we didn't understand the power of ownership. And now I think, again, God put me on TV to say, look, man, Marc Clarke Media needs to be doing, promoting these brands that are here. You got vendors that are here. Why not? Why can't me and Olivia Fox be online promoting the different vendors and the stuff that they have? All we ask is, and I thought about it, Olivia, because we don't like no mess. When it comes to business, we'll promote and help. All we want is you to be a legitimate business and have character and have a great product. If you got a BS product,
I thought you were going to say pay my fee.
Well, that comes with the territory.
That's a given.
That's a given.
Okay.
Because why would you not pay the fee? But I'm just saying, it does. You do have to have a great product.
But they have to have more than just money. They have to have. I just heard you say character and integrity.
It's like for instance, we did a young lady. She's here tonight. We did a thing on Instagram with her sea moss, which was delicious, right? She saw me taking sea moss and it was nasty. She came and said, I want to meet you and give you some for free. I filmed it. She blew up. She got like 10 orders that day. She's here to support.
But this isn't your first venue. I remember you doing something like this a few years back.
It's not my first rodeo, Donnie.
You were in New York.
Well, you know what happens? What happens, and I think, again, back to Olivia will say the same thing. What happens? So, Donnie, Marc Clarke Media happens. You start getting some clients. Then you get a call. A job is a six-figure job, and it takes you away from what you were doing. You scamper over because it's got benefits and a decent check every 2 weeks, but now you just gave up. Imagine after the Big Fat Morning Show was over in 2008, if me and Troy had consistently did that podcast from 2008. We'd be millionaires.
I don't know if you remember. I harassed the hell out of you.
No, and then what happened? We started doing one. Then we got hired by the Baltimore Sun-Times to do a vlog, and then we got fired. And so we were the first.
So you've been going between having your own and then anchoring or co-anchoring for someone else. So that's a back and forth.
It's a back and forth, and a lot of people, they do the jobs. But here's the thing. Here's what my childhood friend with Delicious Beverage, Al Rim, he learned it. He's a corporate guy. But what you do is you take the job, but you still do your thing. You use the job to fund it. It's an attitude switch. You hate your boss, you hate the people you work with. Forget all that. They're funding your dreams. Okay. So now you can go into work on Monday and be happy because you're not worried about what Donnie's saying or what Miss So-and-so saying, or you ain't ever getting a raise. Let me tell you something. It's 2020. You ain't getting no raises, okay? They can let you go. If you make good money, you're next. If you make, Anthony, right? If you make six figures, you might as well go ahead and quit because it's over. I can hire somebody for 45 right now. I don't need to pay 6 unless you're in sales. Unless you're in sales or you have a skill set that is just unique. Okay. You're on the chopping block.
You're not at the meeting. You're not at the meeting. You're on the menu.
Okay.
I've been working for myself 35 years. You met some people that understand there's some risk in it, but you still got to do it. If it's your dream, it'll happen for you. There's some things that it's all timing. At the end of the day, it's all timing. It really is.
And don't let Anthony. No, he's not a gangster. Don't let his talking fool you. He's from DC.
Yeah, I am.
He's fine. He's corporate.
We love DC. I love Marion, man for life. Southeast, go Southeast. Bennington Park.
Do a lot in water. Love it.
Ward 7, 8.
Do 7, 8, 6, 5, 4. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay. I want to know about this man that I met in here who's your partner.
Yeah, Dr. Bell, Dr. Gregory Bell. Dr. Gregory Bell.
I mean, you talk about academia all in the same.
First of all, there's one of his babies right there.
She told me.
Familiar faces. They're the ones who did the event. Dr. Bell, if I keep it real, Dr. Bell was one who was one of my top finance people. We do a podcast together called Play Space. He's a brilliant guy. The family, it's interesting. I was thinking, like, this whole event, Anthony Kennedy right there, a wonderful family. The Bells, wonderful family. Donnie, wonderful family. It's like, just at your event the other day, I was just realizing I've been so blessed to be around so many great people who have great people around them. Olivia Fox, since we were like kids. And so that right there is what a blessing that is. Because some people seem like they be around terrible people all the time. I have not had that.
They invite drama.
I have not had that.
Right. So on that note, let me finish. We're almost done. We're at this 5.5 minute mark. Allison's been there the whole time, and your daughters. You've been a family man the whole time.
Yes.
Say something about your number one. I mean, we see her on television, see her doing the TikTok with the little Asian lady, the dance thing.
Okay, Donnie, be careful. He on his own platform. Yeah. So yes. Let's keep it real.
What's her name?
Huh? Annie.
Okay.
Yee. That's my girl. So yes, Donnie, what you said is so very important. Oh my God. Talk about being around and being introduced into a great family. I was a caregiver for my wife's dad and her mom, and the one thing is I saw them leave us and go to another place that I had to and I'm serious when I say that because I identified the body each time as I looked at their beautiful these beautiful specimens and beautiful people. I was like, wow, that's why Alice is so amazing, because these amazing parents. And I always say, why did she believe in me when I lost my $300,000 job in 2008, and I've lost this job and gained that job and lost the job? Because she believed in her dad. Her love and belief in her father allows her to believe in me. And that's why I don't really give a lot of advice, because very few people, regardless of color, have that, right? Very few people have that. And that's why when the rubber hit when the ish hit the fan, a lot of people's first thought would have been like, oh Lord. My thought was, I want to go home to my family, right? And not only Allison, her parents who would give me the shirt off their back, and they did. Her
Is
parents,
Allison from Baltimore?
No, Allison's
Yeah, because in Baltimore women, they'd put you drop that 300,000.
No, the funny part about my mother. My mother as a single parent, it was funny because her energy was like that. Donnie, she was like, "Are you good?" In other words, because I would not have been good, right?
Yeah.
But
I'm from North Avenue.
Right? But
you lost 300,000 and you here?
That's the struggle. And the other part, my Allison. So getting another job, some jobs popped up. Even this situation,
I commend her
right
for
before
that, bro.
right before this TV opportunity.
I commend her.
Right before this TV opportunity, there was a radio one in Baltimore. Baltimore news. I'm not really a news guy, right? So I'm like, but I'm looking at it's a job. And so Allison's like,
dude, you went all the way to New York.
Do you really want to
New York every weekend?
Do you really want to do this? She said, do you really want to do news? You know what I'm saying? And now most people would just say, get the job. She was like, do you really want to do news? And I was like,
that's your partner.
And then the TV opportunity came. So
yeah. Okay, and one last thing.
And they're on their way, by the way. They're supposed to be at 5.
We haven't covered that, but I just got to.
Supposed to be at 5.
Hold up, pay attention on ADD. Okay, we got to show this outfit. Okay, there you go. Now,
shout out to Nordstrom Rack. Shout out to Nordstrom Rack.
Okay, you know what?
These shoes right here, right? You see these shoes right here, Donnie?
I see.
And these are some grown man old shoes, right? You better go ahead, Hugo Boss. Quit playing Nordstrom Rack.
Okay. Any final words?
My final words are, first of all, Baltimore. You know how much I love Baltimore. Donnie, I went to an event the other night, and I looked around that room, and all these people that I've had these relationships for over 20 years. It's crazy. Coming in as a young man now, not so young, including you. We've all seen our ups and downs. We've seen the growth. We've seen people that we've lost along the way. And I was just thinking all the blessings, Donnie, because that room, just like tonight, is filled with people who are supporters and who love you. And I think one of the things is we're not afraid to say it, even though we're guys. And I think that opens us up to a whole bunch of things. So many people, Donnie, who said, he gave me my first shot, Donnie, da-da-da-da, It's like, and that's what it's all about, Again, me and Olivia Fox, we went to each other's weddings. We've been
graduated together.
Health
Did she know your granddaddy?
She did not know enough. We started in college, so she did, but we've been through health things together. We've been in treacherous situations together.
Yes.
Here's the thing about Olivia Fox, though.
So you did rob the bank.
Olivia Fox tells the truth.
Okay.
wherever she is.
That's where I'm at.
And the world ain't ready for that sometimes.
Because I tell the truth.
Yeah, sometimes the world's not ready for it, but
They ain't ready.
yeah, but yeah. So again, thank you, Donnie. I love
deal.
you, and continued success on your new platforms.
Yes, sir. Keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Proud of you, Marc Clarke. One love.